Hello again, it's Divan Life and us, Alistair and Soihin back.
And Solihin and Alicia.
And another weekend in lockdown, preparing to get on. We've actually made a lot of progress, not through our own work, apart from driving there and back and waiting and everything.
We went and took this van into Fethiye, which is about sort of 60 miles away. And this particular company does caravan or van to camper conversions, and they've just put in our window ceiling fans, which has been a godsend, I have to say.
And our awning. So the other day I was saying I think we spent enough time trying to do the windows,
Yes.
trying to prepare a thing. It's been Solihin's sort of bête noire for the last month.
It has indeed.
It's like, let's ask these people, could they possibly squeeze us in and just put in our two big side windows?
And they did.
And they said yes, but it was very tight. They're building 3 other vans, they're relatively new to this, and they weren't sure if they had time. And they said, yes, if you come on Wednesday at 9 o'clock, we can do it. The day before, I received a notification that our packages had arrived at a friend's cafe down in town. Nobody will deliver to us up here. And they were having their opening of this bar and didn't have room for a 4-metre long package of our awning and our stove and our roof lights. So I went down and got them all, came back, and then when I went to do the windows I just thought, why don't I just take all this and see if they could do all of it? And they did, for the equivalent of $200. And they washed her. She's all clean outside.
On the outside.
And it's just a great resource. They're there to ask questions, they're there to help us out with things that we either can't do easily, and they can because they're experienced. And the labour costs, the labour costs are very affordable. So we've actually asked them to locate a passenger seat, because we have a double passenger seat. We want a single with a swivel, and to install our underslung wastewater, grey water tank under the van, and they're going to do that too, which is great. And meanwhile, we've got a whole load of wood here.
And to begin the scaffolding, if you like, of the bed, etc., etc. I've got a terrible feeling they haven't given me everything I've needed. Yes, I'm correct.
And I was just saying, the tongue and groove is looking rather thick in each piece, but also rather wide, and I don't know if it'll bend enough to what we need. So it's a process. But I think today my goal is to do the final insulation bits. We're hoping, and tape everything up. We're hoping to get the furring strips on the ceiling.
We are, indeed.
And that maybe we can do our ceiling if the wood is the right kind.
It'd be
we'll
very
maybe
exciting
get on with that.
if we could do that.
And it's a beautiful day.
Was windy.
It's cool, but very sunny, and so perfect for working. So we're gonna begin the process.
Actually, I got to tidy up the garage first. It's a real
Or just
mess.
make space to get in and out.
It's a terrible mess.
Okay.
They're light. We can take them back if necessary.
Do the whole thing.
So here is the window being put in, and they've just used blocks here and siliconed it in here, presumably, and then locked everything together. Neat little job, actually.
So simple.
Very simple. I was trying to make it much too complicated. They have used the piece that I made, but what we were doing is we were trying to actually contour it along here, which you can see is highly difficult because you've got one layer here, then you've got a obtuse angle. But you know, I did quite a good job. It actually fitted, but you can just see that what they've done is they've cut it into a square. So at least they've used my template, which is great. Below here we have, I've used again some ply. I've just put a single screw in there at the moment. All the wiring is coming out here, and this will be the back end of our seated area. And of course, as you can see, all the wires coming out of a very large hole, but that's okay. So you can also see that we've got wiring sort of exiting all sorts of places. This looks relatively neat in comparison to some of other vans I've seen. So we have done a bit.
Ceiling vent.
Ceiling fan, yes, that's
Very
right.
exciting. Not fully finished off until we've done the ceiling. And then on the other end we have a skylight over the bed.
Good.
Then a 4-metre long awning, which we're not going to put out here because we don't have the next step from our trip to Antalya. I think we should show it opening.
There it is. It opens up, and then when she shuts the door, it does that. See, it's a bit of magic, really, actually. It's 21.5
It's
inches.
54 centimetres or 21.5 inches high, which is a big step each time you want to get in. So this step has made a real difference. It's wonderful.
So, yes, when we were at this car or caravan business, they were saying, why did we put in such a large piece here? They were sort of really surprised.
Well, the subfloor.
The subfloor. And, you know, we've been watching all this stuff on YouTube where everyone is using a subfloor about the same thickness. This is marine. What we're doing here is we put in a furring strip, we've glued it. Now we're going to put rivets in here. Now the reason we were going to do lock nuts or lock rivets, but we actually can't find them here in Turkey. It's almost impossible. I'm sure we can, but haven't as yet. So we're going to rivet these because they're going to be fixed and they're not going to go in. Yep. Goes in. Good. Let's hope it works. There's something wrong there. It should go right up to the top.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. There we are. Yeah. Okay. It's tougher than you think. Got it.
You can see the boys find all this noisy stuff far more exciting than what I've quietly been doing in the background, which is taping all the edges of the insulation, in some places using the silver paper from the soft insulation as a cover.
So what we've done is we're actually having to frame this so that here is where the furring strips are, L-shaped piece. We'll do the same on this side. We've cut it to shape, and we're holding this up so that actually this is equal to this. So this is what we're doing. This is just temporary.